Say that again,
Sorry.
please.
Yeah. Kitty voiceover, take 1. The life I lived showed me I'm strong. Surviving showed me I can fight. The short time I had with Jet reminded me who I am. I will never give up. I will never stop fighting. One day humanity will rise from the ashes. We will take back what's ours. I'll make sure of that.
Love Undead is a love story based in a zombie apocalypse when you think love is all lost. Any human emotion is completely lost. But all in reality, when you're in an apocalypse such as Love Undead holds, love can still be found even when there's lack of humanity.
You're gonna come here and you're gonna make it a 3-shot with all 3 of their faces.
When I was 17, I had a photography class with a man named Austin James Baldwin. And we pitched this idea together, and he made up a short little script, and we shot one scene when I was 17 in Ohio, and then just got put in the back burner because of work and school and all this other stuff that we had to do. So I took the story that we initially pitched together, which is just like, you know, a man movie where they find this girl really hot and they just want to be with her, and I really changed it into more of a love story, which I feel is more appealing to a bigger demographic. Originally, when I was in Ohio, I was playing the part of Kitty, and Kitty was more of the character that had to kill her own sibling because her sibling was coming after her. So that dehumanized her. Taking her own sister's life and doing it with her bare hands stripped her of the person that she was. When I first read Love Undead and I met Kitty in the script, I was really taken by how complex she is. She's a very still waters run deep kind of a person, and I found that very interesting in that she has so much going on underneath the surface, but at the same time she is fighting with everything that she's got to give the illusion of and convince other people and herself that she has it all together, when deep down she doesn't. Her evolvement, when she meets Jet, she evolves to someone that maybe I can open up, and she decides, not necessarily decides, is kind of unwilling. She became the person that she once was, but is also stronger through Jet. She became a much stronger person.
Having people who care about us around is what separates us from them. Maybe you should consider that.
Well, Jet, he's a sweet guy. He's a survivor. It's kind of roughened him up a little bit, but he still kind of has that like heart deep down inside, which is what I think helps him connect with Kitty. Help her see that it's not really the end of the world, that there's still a reason to survive and a reason to live.
Jet is definitely, he's kind of the quirkier one out of the group. He's one that doesn't take things too seriously. Like, he would walk out very unprotected, and Kitty saves him several times, and so he's just like carefree. He also has been through something that Kitty has gone through, and was with his high school sweetheart, and they got engaged, and when the apocalypse happened, it was too late for her. So they have a connection there between Kitty and Jet. But ultimately, he's a very good-hearted character, and I really like to bring that out of the manliness of Jet. Melody, oh wow, she is a motherly type. What she does, she's very scared. She's not the bravest of the group, but she tries to be as strong as she can, like a mother would for her child, no matter how scared she is. So Melody, even though she's terrified and scared out of her brains, she decides that she's going to try and be the strong one and make everyone comfortable, be the motherly type.
I think she's like the figurehead leader of the group.
I think some of the more active participants are the people who are actually protecting us, but I'm kind of like the organizational, let's stay together guys, let's go where we need to go, let's find shelter kind of, yeah, that mom type head of things. And then there, my love interest played by Anthony is kind of the let's shoot the zombies.
Slade, he is definitely the leader, the main protector, the big alpha. So he was the jerk in high school. He didn't really treat everyone up to par, didn't even treat Melody Lee up to par. But as soon as the apocalypse happened, he changed instantly. He became the leader. He still had that jerkish side to him, which is very stern. And so becoming the leader, he became a better guy for Melody and ultimately a better person for the group. And so if this were ever turned into a feature, I would definitely want to play more on the Slade's character, giving his background, and everyone's going to have a very elaborate background. We ended up using the same name as Alana for Alana, and she is a 6-year-old girl who is Kitty's sister. What's great about Alana is that she played softball, like t-ball, as a little kid, and so there's trophies all over her room and little what is it called, baseball gloves, and so you'll see that all over Alana's room. She's just a happy kid that just couldn't run fast enough, and so she became a victim of the initial outbreak of the apocalypse.
They're not just in the cities anymore. We're not safe here. I'm not like
Zombies!
I love the production. I mean, it was so fun, but it was professional at the same time. We didn't, in between takes, we didn't really, it was kind of a weird line between not taking ourselves too seriously, but taking ourselves serious enough to stay focused and keep things going and get stuff done.
I think we did 40 shots in one day, and then 36 in the other, which is a miracle. That doesn't happen ever. Sam pretty much did the hiring of the. Overall, she knew mostly everyone though. She had worked with them on previous shoots, and she was very specific with knowing who was talented at what. So everyone that was selected very carefully because they were so talented at each specific thing that they did. The hardest scene was scene 12 when Jet was dying. It was I've never seen it so quiet before, but I mean, Callie is a method actress, so we were just trying to focus on keeping them in character. I mean, keeping everyone in character. It was so emotional for everyone, but that was a really cool scene. Also, I guess the extras, having all of them there was a really big day with the fighting sequences and stuff like that, but the whole stunt team was very trained to know they came in and they literally just fell on the floor in an instant. They did a really good job, but those were probably the two most pivotal scenes that we had to plan out for.
Okay,
Now that Love Undead started when I was 17 years old and is in post-production now that I'm 20, it has been nothing but a joyful learning experience. I've learned so much on this film, and it turned out to be such a beautiful, amazing experience that I wouldn't trade for anything.
I took away a lot of really great experiences from this production, seeing so many different people from different backgrounds, martial arts, acting, everybody on the crew as well, kind of see everybody come together and tell this really cool story that is not your typical run-of-the-mill zombie story. So that was pretty cool to be a part of.
I was actually sweating by the end of it, so it felt like I was immersed in this world. But also there was good people around me, happy people around me, and things were positive. But when it came time to do, you know, work or film, we did it, and I think we did it well, you know.
My experience with Love Undead, I plan to take with me, with this being my first big film and being a female director and actually rising up from the ashes when people said I couldn't do it. I can still be what I want to be, how I want to do it, and it's going to come out great.